This style, man. 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 This style, man.
Yo, brand new shirts were never quite the same. The stiff and bright and perfect looking frame needed miles on the fabric, needed years of use. Needed every watch to work it loose. Vintage logo sitting on the chest. Some bleached through the shoulder, worn and blessed. Threads just barely holding at the hem. Wouldn't trade it for the world or any 10. The newer version costs you 200 clean, but the original was something you can buy between. No factory can replicate the years inside. The one that's been through everything and still survive. Vintage logo tee, cracked and worn. Soft the second skin and slightly torn. 10 new shirts could never touch this one. Faded through a decade, softened by the sun. Vintage logo tee, chest carrying the name of something that was real before it became fame. 90s in the cotton, 90s in the fade. Vintage logo tee, best there made. Thrift store rack was where the good ones hid. Flipping through the hangers like a 90s kid. Pulled one out and held it to the light. Logo barely visible, but everything felt right. Smell of laundry, soap, and something older there. 20 minutes in and nobody could compare. This one faded perfectly, this one had the shape. Vintage logo tee was the perfect escape. Mom tried to throw it out on cleaning day. Found it in the donate pile and pulled it away. She said it's full of holes, she said it's done. I said this shirt has only just begun. There's value in the wearing, value in the years, value in the cotton that absorbed the tears, and laughter in the summers and the afternoons. Vintage logo tee playing all the tunes. Seen the same logo on a runway now. Photo shoot in Paris, someone taking vows to bring the vintage back in high-end form. $1,000 version of our everyday worn. I look at my original, still hanging there. Same logo, different century, same care. What was just a Tuesday for a regular kid is now a statement piece for every highest bid. Vintage logo tee, cracked and worn. Soft the second skin and slightly torn. 10 new shirts could never touch this one. Faded through a decade, softened by the sun. Vintage logo tee, chest carrying the name of something that was real before it became fame. 90s in the cotton, 90s in the fade. Vintage logo tee, but still wearing. Still faded. Still faded. Still 90s. 90s. Still celebrating. Yeah. Yeah. Pulled the tracksuit out, the old one, the real one. Not the new design, the original field one. Elastic at the ankle, zip all the way up. Velour polyester, didn't matter much. Color had to pop, red or royal blue. Everyone who wore one knew exactly what to do. Walk slow, chest up, let the stripes do the talking. Style was in the posture, style was in the walking. Didn't need a label beyond those 3 lines. Didn't need a price tag to feel divine. 3 stripes down the side and the world knew exactly what you stood for, exactly who was you. Vintage tracksuit, 3 stripes wide. Rolling through the block with nothing left to hide. Adidas on the body, block on the brain. Every morning put it on and felt the same. Vintage tracksuit, polyester dreams. Nothing ever quite as clean as what it seems. 90s running through my veins again. Vintage tracksuit, 3 stripes, amen. Grandma said, why do you wear pajamas out? I said, Grandma, this is what the culture's all about. She shook her head, but Grandpa gave a nod. Old man knew the language like a secret code. Sportswear is fashion, comfort as a crown. Wearing what you love without ever backing down. This was not laziness, this was not a phase. This was the whole movement of our younger days. Thrift store finds from 1993. Somebody's old tracksuit now belongs to me. Patches on the knee, zipper slightly stuck. Finding something perfect was all about the luck. Washed it in cold water, laid it flat to dry. Put it on a Tuesday, felt it multiply. Every cell reminded me of days gone past. Some things aren't vintage, some things just last. See them in the museum now behind the glass. Artifacts of culture from a decade past. I wanna tap the window, say I wore that block. Standing on a corner with my whole crew and clock. Real was never curated, real was just alive. 3 stripes on a Tuesday, just trying to survive. And somehow in that tracksuit, something always clicked. Life made more sense when the stripes were picked. Vintage tracksuit, 3 stripes wide. Rolling through the block with nothing left to hide. Adidas on the body, block on the brain. Every morning put it on and felt the same. Vintage tracksuit, polyester dreams. Nothing ever quite as clean as what it seems. 90s running through my veins again. Vintage tracksuit, 3 stripes, amen. 3 stripes. fucking back on that.
And around, went around. Walk it off, walk it off, walk it off, walk it, walk it off, walk it off, walk it off.
Put the fucking back on that. Get a fucking back on that.
3 years of building and it ended in the line. Thought we had forever, turns out we had time. Now I'm out here walking past a restaurant we like, past the movie theater where we argued and made it right. Every corner is a photograph I didn't take. Every bench we sat on is a quiet heartbreak. I'm not looking for you, I'm not waiting by the phone. I'm just trying to find a way to be alone. Not the sad alone, the necessary kind, where you excavate the wreckage of your mind. Step by step the story starts to separate me from us, the present from the wait. Walk it off, walk it off. Feet on the ground when the heart gets lost. Keep on moving, keep on moving. Walking is the only way I know approve. Walk it off down the empty street. Everything I'm carrying too heavy for a seat. Can't cry sitting still, can't think standing still. Movement is the medicine for this particular ill. Walk it off, walk it off. Let the city hold all the things I'm feeling, all the things I'm told. 1 block down, 2 blocks down, 10 more after that. Walking through the heartbreak and not looking back. Past a couple arguing beneath the neon sign. Used to be embarrassed, now I just feel fine. At least they're in it, at least they're fighting for the thing. I give a lot to have something to argue in. Night is getting colder, pull the jacket closer. The version of me now and the one I miss the most. We used to walk the city with a hand to hold. Now I'm writing new chapter in the cold. But chapters in and chapters starting, that's the truth. Even in the record you can find some use. Every step away is also a step towards something I don't know yet, something unexplored. Walk it off, walk it off. Feet on the ground when the heart gets lost. Keep on moving, keep on moving. Walking is the only way I know approve. Walk it off down the empty street. Everything I'm carrying too heavy for a seat. Can't cry sitting still, can't think standing still. Movement is the medicine for this particular ill. Walk it off, walk it off. Let the city hold all the things I'm feeling, all the things I'm told. 1 block down, 2 blocks down, 10 more after that. Walking through the heartbreak and not looking back. They say time heals everything, and maybe that is true, but tonight I don't have time. I only have my shoes, so I walk until the sharp pain gets a little dull. Walk until the empty space gets slightly full. Not with her, not with us, just with me alone. Walking myself back to somewhere like a home. 2 hours in, the city's closing down. Hold your matcha light, the only warm around. Sit on a plastic stool, order something hot. The bulky burning tongue, I forgot what I forgot. For 30 seconds, nothing hurts, the food is loud. Head comes up, I look around the late night crowd. Everyone in here has their own private war. Everyone is healing from something at the core. Finished up, stood up, started walking again. Different kind of walking than the one before 10. Grief is still there, but it shifted in my chest. Walking gave it room to settle like a guest. Walk it off down the empty street. Everything I'm carrying too heavy for a seat. Can't cry sitting still, can't think standing still. Movement is the medicine for this particular ill. Walk it off. Let the city hold all the things I'm feeling, all the things I'm told. 1 block down, 2 blocks down, 10 more after that. Walking through the heartbreak and not looking back.
Shoes one thing from walking what I feel. Walking is believing I can heal. Walk it off, walk it off, walk it through. 1 foot in front of the other, that's all you do.
Get a fucking back on that. Get a fucking back on that. Walk it on, walk it off, 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 walk it off. Get a fucking back on that. Get a fucking back on that. Walk it on, walk it off, walk it off, walk it off, walk it off, walk it off. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah, water sleeping hard underneath the black. I've been up since 2 with these thoughts on my back. Couldn't shake the noise even when the noise was gone. So I laced up and stepped into the dark alone. Gravel underneath me, crunching soft and low. Breathing little clouds, hanging white like snow. Benches empty, fountains barely dripping. Thoughts I couldn't hold in daylight slowly slipping. Out they come one by one like cards laid on the table. Fears I couldn't face when I was busy and able. But here in the silence they just float and drift. 4 a.m. park giving me a gift.
No one watching, no one judging it. Just a dog in me and disappearing fear. Let it breathe, let it breathe.
In the quiet, find the thing I need. Yeah, silence in the park before the world wakes up. Empty hands and empty mind, I let it fill my cup. No alarm, no notification sound. Just the earth beneath my feet and the cold night ground. Silence in the park, this is where I heal. Trading all the noise for something finally real. 4 a.m. and everything is clear. Silence in the park and I belong right here. Pigeon on the path, just staring, no concern. Like he knows a secret I've been trying hard to learn. Slow down, be still, let the moment land. Don't need the whole plan mapped out in your hands. Sat down on the bench, looked up at the sky. Stars still faint and fading as the night goes by. When did I forget how to just exist without a phone or schedule or a checklist? Used to come here young with nothing but a ball. Didn't know that one day I need this more than all the meetings and the money and the miles I ran. 4 a.m. reminded me of who I am. No one watching, no one judging here. Just the dark in me and disappearing fear. Let it breathe, let it breathe. In the quiet, find the thing I need. Silence in the park before the world wakes up. Empty hands and empty mind, I let it fill my cup. No alarm, no notification sound. Just the earth beneath my feet and the cold night ground. Silence in the park, this is where I heal. Trading all the noise for something finally real. 4 a.m. and everything is clear. Silence in the park and I belong right here. They never put this in the productivity guide. The power of the nothing when you sit inside the night. No hustle in this moment, no result to chase. Just a man alone reclaiming his own space. Breathe in one, breathe out two. The park don't need nothing, neither do you. Sky starts shifting out from black to deep dark blue. First bird calling out, the dawn is pushing through. Didn't solve my problems, didn't find my way, but I filled up on the quiet I can carry through the day. Stood up from the bench, stretched my arms out wide. Felt a little lighter on the inside. Park will still be here tomorrow before dawn. Come back to the silence when the wake is strong. Silence in the park before the world wakes up. Empty hands and empty mind, I let it fill my cup. No alarm, no notification sound. Just the earth beneath my feet and the cold night ground. Silence in the park, this is where I heal. Trading all the noise for something finally real. 4 a.m. and everything is clear. Silence in the park and I belong right here. Before the city wakes and takes it back. I own these minutes on this quiet track. Silence in the park, silence in the park. Carrying the calm in the coming dark.
Hey, the motherfucker step by step, by step, by step. Hey, the motherfucker step by step. Hey, the motherfucker step by step.
Badge on the desk, tie loose around my neck. Body running low, but my mind's a wreck. Boss was talking loud, deadlines pressing in. But now it's just the alley in the cold night wind. Step by step, I shake the tension off. Street lights flicker soft. The city starts to cough. Corner store is glowing. Old man sweeping dust. Night air filling lungs. Exhale a daily fuss. Nobody watching me. Nobody calling my name. Just footsteps on the concrete playing their own game. Puddles on the ground reflecting neon signs. I'm writing my own piece between these broken lines. Walk it out. Walk it out. Let the pavement take the way. Walk it out, till the anger turns to grace. Midnight alley, hear my steps tonight. Trading in my stress for the city light. No destination, just the open road. Every block I walk, I'm dropping off my load. Midnight alley, breathing easy now. Didn't need the answers, just forgot the how. 1 foot forward, then the other one. Walking till the weight of the day is done. Past the Pojang match, I smell a fish cake in the air. Hail Muni selling tuck. She don't even care, she's been on that corner 30 years or more. Knows more about peace than any self-help store. Kids on scooters, zooming past the light. Couple holding hands underneath the night. I used to rush through here like I had somewhere to be. Now I see the details that were always there for free. Cracked tiles on the wall, Ivy climbing slow. Somebody painted stars where the old signs used to glow. The city breathes at night in a different kind of way. It exhales all the things we held back through the day. Walk it out, walk it out. Let the pavement take the way. Walk it out, till the anger turns to grace. Midnight alley, hear my steps tonight. Trading in my stress for the city light. No destination, just the open road. Every block I walk, I'm dropping off my load. Midnight alley, breathing easy now. Didn't need the answers, just forgot the how. 1 foot forward, then the other one. Walking till the weight of the day is done. They said hustle harder, never stop and breathe. But the alley taught me how to just believe that the body needs the rhythm of the street. That healing sometimes lives beneath your feet. No app required, no guru on the screen. Just the quiet magic of the spaces in between. Hour has passed, I'm coming back around. Different man than the one who left that office ground. Shoulders dropping down, jaw clenching slow. Didn't solve a thing, but somehow now I know that tomorrow's wait don't gotta live today. The alley always here to wash the noise away. Grab some ramen at the corner, extra spice. Simple little moment, feeling paradise. Midnight alley, hear my steps tonight. Trading in my stress for the city life. No destination, just the open road. Every block I walk, I'm dropping off my load. Midnight alley, breathing easy now. Didn't need the answers, just forgot the how. One foot forward, then the other one. Walking till the weight of the day is done. Step by step, block by block. Trading in the grind for the midnight clock. Alley knows my name, alley knows my soul. Walking through the dark just to make me whole. Chop my name. Chop my lane.
Yeah, put myself in friend zone. Hell, built this prison cell so well. Now I'm trapped inside these walls. Every time she calls me a friend, I die inside. But I hide behind this role I chose to play. Every day I lock myself deeper in this. As has been my own creation, my design. This is my fine prison made of just friends. Bars, battle scars from every time I heard her say, you're the best friend I have today. I'm the architect of my pain. Again and again. Friend zone, prison, self-made cage. Trapped inside the stage of friendship when I want more. But I'm too scared to open the door. Prison called friend zone. I'm locked inside, nowhere to hide from the truth that I'm in love. But I'm scared of what happens if I tell her how I feel. This is real, I built this cage myself. Put love on the shelf to keep her as a friend. But the sand is killing me slowly every day. I wanna say the truth, but I'm too scared. I've been paired with fear of losing what we have. This is sad. Prison called friend zone. I made. Got the key right in my hand. I could stand up and tell her how I feel, but what's real is that I'm terrified she'll say, let's stay just friends. I don't feel that way, so I stay locked inside this prison cell, living hell of my own making every day. I wanna say the words, but fear keeps me quiet. This is my riot against myself, against my heart. Falling apart inside this friend zone cage. Turn a page, but I can't, I'm stuck here. Friend zone, prison, self-made cage. Trapped inside the stage of friendship when I want more. But I'm too scared to open the door. Prison called friend zone. I'm locked inside, nowhere to hide from the truth that I'm in love. But I'm scared of what happens if I tell her how I feel. This is real, I built this cage myself. Put love on the shelf to keep her as a friend. But this sand is killing me slowly every day. I wanna say the truth, but I'm too scared. I've been paired with fear of losing what we have. This is sad. Prison called friend zone. I made. So maybe someday I'll be brave. Break out of this cage. A friendship into something more. But for now the door stays locked from the inside. In this prison I created, complicated feelings locked away from sight. So I'll stay in friend zone. Jail tell the tale of the coward who locked himself in. This has been my choice, my prison, my pain. Again and again I choose safety over truth. Wasted youth in this prison called friend zone. Drop my name, drop my name, drop my name, drop my name, drop my name. Drop my name, drop my name. Tell my friends I prefer solo. Tell my friends I prefer solo. Tell my friends I prefer solo. Tell my friends I prefer solo.
Tell my friends I prefer telling friends I'm fine alone. The shown facade I'm keeping, but seeping through the cracks. What's lack is my honesty. Honestly, I'm dying, it's trying to seem strong. All along I've been lying, it's crying, hidden well. I'll tell them I prefer what's stirred is pure deception. No exception of the truth, this proof I'm good at acting. But packing is my pain, remain composed in public, but subject to collapse. Pretending I'm fine, lying daily, but mainly I'm collapsing, is grasping that composure. Pretending I'm fine with friends, but ends when I'm alone. What's shown is pure facade. I've scarred my own honesty, and honestly I'm dying, just trying to seem strong. All along I've been lying, it's crying, hidden well. I'll tell them I'm okay, but stay composed till home. Alone is when I crumble, this humble act is over. What's sober is the truth, this proof I'm not fine. This line I walk daily, but mainly just surviving. Walking home through spring night is sight, a couple's passing. Amassing is my pain, remain composed outwardly, but inwardly I'm dying, it's trying to stay strong. All along I've been lying, it's crying, starts at home. Alone is when truth hits, what split is my composure. It's closer to the truth, this proof I'm not okay. In this way spring destroys me. What if I told the truth? This proof of vulnerability, but ability to fake what's ached is my spirit. Can't hear it, but I'm breaking this, taking to my strength at length. I'm good at lying, it's trying to seem fine. This line between truth and proof of being strong. All along I've been acting this, packing away pain. Remain composed in public, but subject to collapse. Finally home facade crumbles, this stumbles in the truth. This proof of my condition, no mission, just surviving. I'm thriving just to cope, no hope in spring night air. I'll stare at my reflection, no section of pretense, just tense from day of lying. That's trying to seem fine, this line I walk today. In this way I'm collapsing. Pretending I'm fine with friends, but ends when I'm alone. What's shown is pure facade. I've scarred my own honesty. Honestly, I'm dying, it's trying to seem strong. Tell my friends I prefer solo. Walk home alone, facade falls though. This is my reality, finally free to cry. I'll try again tomorrow, the sorrow of pretending I'm blending with the strong. All along I've been lying, pretending I'm fine. This line I walk daily. Tell my friends I prefer solo. Tell my friends I prefer solo. Tell my friends I prefer solo.
Jang, much a block is everything between.
Circle the block at about 9:30. Ritual older than my hairline. Hal Mooney at the first 10, hands wrapped around the heat. Knows my order, doesn't even greet. Sunday and Soonday in a paper cup of soju. This is the research, no business school put you through. How to live within the warmth of a small known place. How to find belonging in a borrowed space. Smoke rising up from the grill and lazy spirals. Everything about this is the opposite of viral. Nobody's filming, nobody's performing here. Just the neighborhood exhaling over beer. Walk the block, walk the block. Pojamacha tick like a neighborhood clock. Know the smells, know the names. Ordinary night with extraordinary claims.
Pojamacha block, one more time around. Warmest little corner of the city that I found. Grilled meat in the cold air, soju in the hand. Simple kind of living that I finally understand. Pojamacha block, same faces, same light. Different story every time I pass here. Every night, don't need the fancy restaurant, don't need the scene. Pojamacha block is everything between.
Next tent down, the IGRC with the loud voice. August football every night like it's always his choice. Tonight is Manchester United, what a surprise. Same conversation, framed in different guise. I pull up a stool and contribute my take. He waves me off, but listens for goodness sake. That's the social contract of the Pojamacha night. You can disagree as long as you stay in sight. Titaboki steaming, almost on a stick. Order without thinking, automatic tick. Lady next to me texting someone slow. We share the heat lamp in the yellow glow. Walk the block, walk the block. Pojamacha tick like a neighborhood clock. Know the smells, know the names. Ordinary night with extraordinary claims.
Pojamacha block, one more time around. Warmest little corner of the city that I found. Grilled meat in the cold air, soju in the hand. Simple kind of living that I finally understand. Pojamacha block, same faces, same light. Different story every time I pass here. Every night, don't need the fancy restaurant, don't need the scene. Pojamacha block is everything between.
Cities change their faces every several years. Cranes replace the tents and nobody cheers. But for now, this corner holds its honest ground. Feeding all the neighbors when the night comes round. I walk this block because it walks me back to something human, something off the beaten track. Last tent at the end does the late night crowd. Younger faces, music a little loud. I smile passing through. I been that young. 포장마차 nights when life had just begun. Now I do the full loop back to where I started. Hamoni packing up, half-hearted. One more cup she pours before she closes down. Best last cup in the whole entire town. Walk home slow, warming the chest and feet. Another Pojang matcha night complete. Pojang matcha block, one more time around. Warmest little corner of the city that I found. Grilled meat in the cold air, soju in the hand. Simple kind of living that I finally understand. Pojang matcha block, same faces, same light. Different story every time I pass here. Every night, don't need the fancy restaurant, don't need the scene. Pojang matcha block is everything between. Block by block, tent by tent, night by night. Pojang matcha warming up the cold and dark and right. Walk the block, walk it slow. Pojang matcha block is the only place I know.
Yo, found it at the market on a weekend run. Brightest piece of fabric underneath the sun. Orange and yellow mixed with green somehow. Don't ask me how it worked, just ask me how it now. Threw it on the shoulders over NET. Neon windbreaker setting something free. Hopped on the bicycle, let the jacket fly. Neon streak of color cutting through the sky. After school, the whole crew hit the street. Neon windbreakers everywhere you meet. Couldn't miss us coming from a mile away. Color was the language of that after school day. Yeah. Neon windbreaker flying in the wind. After school and free and ready to begin. Bicycle and pavement and the fading light. Neon jacket burning through the afternoon bright. Neon windbreaker, loud and proud. Standing out sharp from every crowd. 90s gave us color, gave us life. Neon windbreaker, cutting through the stripe. Wind would catch the fabric, billowing out wide. Felt like wearing wings when you were on a ride. Hands off the handlebars, just letting go. Neon jacket catching every gust and flow. Whole block knew the sound of tires on the road. Whole crew rolling loud before the street lights glowed. Don't race to get home before the last light fell. Neon windbreakers flying, ringing like a bell. Packed it at the bottom of a box somewhere. Thought about it twice before I left it there. Pulled it out on cleaning day, still bright. Still the same explosion of ridiculous light. Put it on and laughed, but didn't take it off. Walked around the house and it went out to the loft. Neighbors saw me, kids across the street said, what is that? And I said, nothing, just a beat. They call it retro now, they sell it back again. 50 times the price, it wasn't way back then. Standing in the store, I see a kid reach out for the same neon jacket, same color, same shout. I wanted to say something, wanted to connect. Just nodded from a distance, gave a quiet respect. Because that feeling when you put it on is real. No one needs to teach you what that jacket makes you feel. Yo, 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 neon windbreaker, flying in the wind. After school and free and ready to begin. Bicycle and pavement and the fading light. Neon jacket burning through the afternoon bright. Neon windbreaker, loud and proud. Standing out sharp from every crowd. 90s gave us color, gave us life. Neon windbreaker, cutting through the strife. Still neon, still flying. Still after school, still trying.
Run it out, 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 run it out. The river taking all my doubt. Run it out, a river running black beneath the bridge, lights glow. Wind coming off the water, cold and low. Lungs fill up with air that tastes like clean and free. Nothing between me and the river and the sea. Started running slow, let the body wake. Every step a promise, every breath a stake. Left the week behind me at the starting line. All the things I owe and all the things aren't mine. River path is empty, just the occasional soul. Another early riser chasing some control. We nod like we're in on a secret kept from all. The sleeping population missing morning's call. Run it out, run it out. Hand river taking all my doubt. Pace and breathe. Every kilometer something I release. Hang before sunrise, body finding rhythm. Running through the darkness like there's purpose in it. When it's cold, legs are burning. River on my right, trading all my problems for this pre-dawn light. Hang before sunrise, city still asleep. Making all my promises, the kind that I can keep. Not running from the weight, just running through the frame. Hang before sunrise. I will never be the same. Past a rental bike stand, empty in the dawn. Wanderer stretching out, the dark is nearly gone. Sky shifting color at the eastern edge. Deep dark blue to violet on the city's ledge. Push the pace a little, feel the heart climb high.
Everything I carry starts to liquefy. Work pressure, money, stress, the argument last night. Feet are hitting pavement and it all gets light. This is the transaction that no bank records. Body giving everything, the river giving more. Sweat and river smelling cold and ache combined. There's a version of myself I keep finding here each time. Run it out, run it out. Hand river taking all my doubt. Pace and breathe, pace and breathe. Every kilometer something I release. Hang gang before sunrise, body finding rhythm. Running through the darkness like there's purpose in it. When it's cold, legs are burning. River on my right, trading all my problems for this pre-dawn light. Hang gang before sunrise, city still asleep. Making all my promises, the kind that I can keep. Not running from the weight, just running through the frame. Hang gang before sunrise, I will never be the same. They ask me how I stay above the water when the world keeps piling on like it's supposed to. I tell them there's a river and a path before the dawn, and the only thing required is to put your running shoes on. No strategy, no mindset book, no 5-step plan. Just a river and a body and a willing man. Final stretch before the turnaround point. Sun breaking the horizon at the joints. Orange bleeding into pink, bleeding into gold. Hanging, catching color, ancient river stories old. Slow to a walk, hands on the railing, breathing hard. 5 kilometers behind me like a fallen guard. City waking up behind me, horns and trains. I'm standing at the river washing off my chains. Same man as yesterday, but something shifted clean. Hanging gave me back the space between. Hang before sunrise, body finding rhythm. Running through the darkness like there's purpose in it. Wind is cold, legs are burning. River on my right, trading all my problems for this pre-dawn light. Hang before sunrise, city still asleep. Making all my promises, the kind that I can keep. Not running from the weight, just running through the frame. Gang before sunrise, I will never be the same. River runs, I run beside. Dawn breaks open, nothing left to hide. Hang gang morning, hang gang free. River running parallel with me. Run it out and run it out. Run it out or run it out. Run it out, run it out, run it out. Yo, you always up with the fuck up of that, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to say this cold chain on my chest tonight. No saying this cold chain on my chest and then with your golden hand. Man, boy, older man, you know what I'm saying? This cold chain on my chest. Yo, save for half a year to get the real one. Not to play the kind, the actual feel one. Thick enough to notice, clean enough to shine. Fastened around my neck like everything was fine. First time in the mirror, I just stood there long. Something in that gold made me feel so strong. Wasn't about the money, wasn't about the flex. It was about the culture hanging around my neck. Hey, every link a promise made, every shine of debt not paid. To the music and the movement to raise me up. Gold chain filled the emptiness, gold chain filled the cup. Gold chain on my chest tonight, every link a story, shining in the light. 90s gave me everything and this was it. Gold chain round my neck, a perfect fit. Gold chain, heavy and true. Every single link was me and you. Wore through the summer, wore through the rain. Nothing ever hurt when I had my gold chain. Boys on the block all knew what it meant. Wasn't about the price, wasn't about the rent. It was about arriving, saying I am here. Gold chain on the neck spoke loud and clear. Laying with a second one on special nights. Doubled up the message under block lights. This was our jewelry, this was our art. Heavy round the collar, light upon the heart. Lost it once for 3 days, nearly lost my mind. Tore the room apart until I had to find. Sitting under pillows, chain curled up tight. Put it back around my neck and everything was right. Funny how an object holds so much weight. More than gold and metal, more than current fate. It holds the years behind it, holds the kid who saved, holds the block that shaped him, holds the life he made. Older now and still it hangs right there. Slightly worn in certain links, but I don't care. Wouldn't trade it for a newer, shinier thing. This one has the weight, everything. My son asked me why I never take it off. I said some things you keep regardless of the cost. It's not about the gold, it's not about the gleam. It's about the summer I was building up a dream. Gold chain on my chest tonight. Every link a story, shining in the light. 90s gave me everything and this was it. Gold chain round my neck, a perfect fit. Gold chain, heavy and true. Every single link was me and you. Going through the summer, going through the rain. Nothing ever hurt when I had my gold chain. Still wearing it, still shining. Still 90s, still climbing. Still climbing, yeah. Standing in this foreign city, this gritty truth is solo. There's so no realization, foundation of my panic. But frantic turns to laughter, disaster or adventure. What's venture is decided, residing in the chaos. Just us, me, and confusion, this fusion of the panic. But frantic disappears here, it's clear I'm truly lost. What's tossed is my composure, that's closer to the truth. There's proof I'm out my comfort, that's suffered through the fear, but cleared by my laughter. Lost in translation, beautiful. It's beautiful to panic, but frantic turns to joy. Deploy my sense of humor. Lost in translation, blessing, confessing I'm completely so sweetly out my depth. What's left is pure adventure. What's venture is deciding, residing in the chaos. Just us, me, and confusion. This fusion of the panic, but frantic turns to laughter, disaster or adventure. What's venture is my choice. What's voiced is my concern. I'll learn to laugh at this. What's bliss is understanding this landing in the moment. Just trying to communicate. What's fate is miscommunication. Foundation of my laughter. Disaster turns to story. What's glory is the chaos. Just me and strangers. These dangers don't exist. What's kissed is understanding. It's landing through the gesture. No measure of success. Just blessed with trying hard. What's scarred is my ego. But oh no turns to laughter. Disaster or adventure. What's venture is my story. Maps are loaded, this code and understanding this landing will be boring, not storing any memories. Finally free to laugh, what's path is unexpected, perfected by the chaos, just us, me, and confusion. This fusion of the panic, but frantic turns to joy, deplore my sense of humor. This tumor of my fear was cleared by my laughter, disaster or adventure. Finally found my way back, this track was full of chaos, just us, me, and laughter. Disaster turns to story, what's glory is the memory. Finally free to see, what's freed is understanding. This landing through confusion, this fusion of the panic. But frantic disappeared, what's cleared is my perspective. Objective was adventure, what's venture was the chaos. Just us, me, and strangers, these dangers turned to friends. Lost in translation, blessing, confessing I'm completely so sweetly out my depth. What's left is pure adventure, what's venture is deciding. Maps won't load, words won't help. Panic, laugh, finding self. This is my story. What's glory is the chaos. Lost in translation. Foundation of adventure. What's venture was the panic, but frantic turned to joy.
Yeah. A man. Woke up at 10, no alarm, just vibes. Pulled the denim jacket off the back of the door with pride. Match it to the jeans, light wash on the top, dark rinse on the bottom, couldn't make it stop. Threaded the chain through the belt loop slow. Silver links catching every ounce of the morning glow. Stood in front the mirror, turn left, turn right. Double denim Saturday was always right. Chain on the hip, jacket on the shoulder. Nothing in the world could ever make me older. Frozen in that mirror, frozen in that feeling. Double denim Saturday, nothing more revealing. Denim on denim, chain hanging low. 90 Saturday with nowhere to go. Just a mirror in the morning and the look we wore. Double denim knocking at the world's front door. Top to bottom blue, that was the code. Every stitch a story on the double denim road. Didn't need a reason, didn't need a plan. Just denim on denim, that was the man. Caught up the crew around noon or so. Said I'm rocking double denim, where you wanna go? Half of them showed up wearing something close. That Saturday energy hitting every coast. Walked the strip together, 7 deep in denim. Whole block watching, didn't need to begin them. This was all runway, concrete and clean. Best dressed crew the neighborhood had seen. Yeah. Fashion magazines called it too much. Style rules saying never double touch. But we were never reading those pages anyway. We were living something real in the light of day. Rules were made for people without style. We were just kids making every mile. Worth remembering, worth writing down. Double denim kings of our own town. Now the high-end brands are selling it again. Double denim runway, $1,000 in. What we wore because we had nothing else. Now we're sitting perfect on designer shelves. I don't feel bitter, I just feel the truth. That style was always ours back in our youth. Before the trend machines got hold and ran. It started on a Saturday, one regular man. Denim on denim, chain hanging low. 90 Saturday with nowhere to go. Just a mirror in the morning and the look we wore. Double denim knocking at the world's front door. Top to bottom blue, that was the code. Every stitch a story on the double denim road. Didn't need a reason, didn't need a plan. Just denim on denim, that was the man.
Still got the jacket, still got the jeans, still got the Saturday, still got the dream.
Yeah. You know what it is, man. You know what it is, man. Walkman on the left leg. Still got the pockets. Still got the weight. Still got the Walkman. Still running late. Left side had the Walkman, right side had the tape. 2 more for the change, I needed to escape. Back pockets held the notebook, small one for the pen. Front pocket had the phone card used again and again. Cargo pants were architecture, cargo pants were smart. Nobody needed a bag when you had this art. Wide leg falling over the tops of your shoes. Cargo was the answer when you had too much to lose. Every pocket had a purpose, every zipper had a plan. Life fit perfectly inside the pockets of a man. Didn't need the internet, didn't need the cloud. Everything was on the leg and everything was loud. Cargo pockets, 10 across the board. Everything I owned and everything I stored. Walkman on the left leg, dreams on the right. Cargo pants carrying me through the night. Cargo pockets, wide and deep and true. Every pocket held a version of me and you. 90s wasn't digital, but everything was real. Cargo pockets carrying the analog feel. Friends would come and ask if I had this. Gum, a light, a coin I rarely missed. Somehow the pockets always had what was needed. Cargo pants request has never once been defeated. Felt like a utility belt, felt like a tool. Most practical thing you learned in school. Wasn't arithmetic, wasn't any test. It was filling every pocket with your very best. Minimalism came and told us less was more. Empty pocket, slim cut, closed the cargo door. But I remember what it felt to carry everything. Every small necessity the afternoon would bring. There was a comfort in the weight upon the leg. A reassurance you would never have to beg for the thing you needed in the middle of the day. Everything was right there, everything was okay. Washed them every Sunday, pockets pulled inside out. Change would fall across the floor, scatter all about. Pick up every coin, put them back with care. Cargo pants a Sunday ritual, nothing could compare. Handed them down later, younger cousin took. Put them on and walked the same confident look. Because the pockets hold more than what you put inside. They hold the whole philosophy of that free ride. Cargo pockets, 10 across the board. Everything I owned and everything I stored. Walkman on the left leg, dreams on the right. Cargo pants carrying me through the night. Cargo pockets, wide and deep and true. Every pocket held a version of me and you. 90s wasn't digital, but everything was real. Cargo pockets carrying the analog feel. Still got the pockets. Still got the weight. Still got the Walkman. Walkman. Still running late.
Everybody's going on like this. Grab it off the shelf, still had the sticker on. Flat brim fitted tight, nothing ever wrong. Pulled it low in front, then twisted it around. That sideways angle was our holy ground. Teachers hated it, said fix your hat. We just smiled and turned it right back. Wasn't about rebellion, wasn't about a fight. It was just the angle that felt exactly right. Left side or right side, didn't matter which. The point was in the tilt and the point was in the switch. Rim to the side, that was our sign. 45 degrees and we were doing fine. Cap turned sideways, statement made clear. 90s code that everyone could hear. Rim to the side, block to block. Language of the streets on every corner clock. Didn't need to shout, didn't need to fight. Just twist the cap and everything was right. Different colors, different teams on the front, but the angle was the same no matter what you want. Yankees fitted, Bulls cap, Raiders black. Whichever team you wore, you had to have the knack of getting it just right. Not too far gone, just enough to say I know where I belong. Took practice in the mirror, took time to find that perfect tilt that settled in your mind. Looking back at pictures from those years, every single person tilted every single peer. Like we all agreed without a meeting call. One natural angle and we all installed. It wasn't trends or influence from above. It was something built from the inside out with love. A generation finding its own way through the angle of a cap on a summer day. Now I see the kids wearing them straight again. All backwards, clean like it's a different zen. And that's alright, every era finds its own. Every generation builds its way back home. But when I see an old photo of the crew, every cap tilted, every face brand new. I remember what the angle really meant. Pure identity, nothing corporate sent. Brim to the side, that was our sign. 45 degrees and we were doing fine. Cap turned sideways, statement made clear. 90s code that everyone could hear. Brim to the side, block to block. Language of the streets on every corner clock. Didn't need to shout, didn't need to fight. Just twist the cap and everything was right. Still got the cap, still got the angle. Still got the memory. Nothing can untangle. Tangle.
Every meeting starts the same old way. When I was your age, he loves to say, like his experience 30 years ago has any relevance to what I know about doing my job in modern times. But he spits his outdated paradigms like the gospel truth we must obey. Boomer boss ruining my day with his kids these days. Mentality, this reality of working under dinosaurs who won't retire, getting higher in the company while we stay low. This is the show of corporate hierarchy's broken system. Boomer boss living in the past. How long can this last before the whole system breaks? Boomer boss stuck in his ways. Back in my day, we did it different, worked harder, this smarter, complex he's got going on. I'm so done with hearing how great things used to be. Can't you see that times have changed? Old man, your plan for running this place is obsolete. But you won't meet us halfway into modern times. These crimes, like it's progress you commit daily. So yes, we coming on weekends for free. That's what I did. He says to me, like unpaid labor is a badge of honor. This is a goner of logic that shouldn't exist, but I'm dismissed when I try to push back on the norm. This reform is needed desperately here, but I fear the boomer boss will never change. It's strange how we can't see his ways are wrong. How long until retirement finally frees us? You millennials are so entitled. He's titled this speech 1,000 times before. At the core, he doesn't understand our reality. This mentality of different doesn't mean worse, but this curse of generational disconnect we can't correct because he's the boss. And when that what we've got is a system that reward ageist cage of corporate culture keeps us trapped. Technology confuses him daily, yet mainly he refuses to learn anything new. What we do to compensate for his incompetence, this immense gap between us widens every day in every way. He shows he's out of touch with now, but somehow he's still the one making decisions. These divisions between generations at work, this quirk of promoting based on tenure, not skill. Boomer boss stuck in his ways. Back in my day. Boomer boss stuck in his ways. Back in my day. Boomer boss stuck in his ways. Back in my day. Boomer boss stuck in his ways. Boomer boss. Boomer boss feels like a year. I'm here enduring until change finally comes. Boomer boss. Yeah.
Three drinks and I'm feeling brave, time to pave the way for my confession here. Without fear, I start to say I need to tell you, but I'm see-through. The next morning when I ask, like I'm wearing a mask, what did I say last night? This is my plight of being too scared sober. When it's over and I'm drunk, I'm Superman, but I can't stand behind the words I say. The next day I'm just a coward asking what I'm asking. The night before with alcohol, brave when drunk, coward when sober. When it's over, I don't remember what I said in my head. I'm brave, but only with drinks. Brave only when I'm drunk enough, calling my bluff. The next morning when I can't recall if I said it all or chickened out again. This is when I realize I'm using alcohol as my wall against being too vulnerable. This is terrible cycle of drinking to confess. Then I guess what I said the night before. What's this for? If I can't remember anyway, every day I promise I'll say it sober. But when I'm over at a place I need drinks, this is what it takes for me to be brave enough. Actually, I've been wanting to say, but next day, did I say something weird last night? This is my fight between drunk courage and sober fear. Crystal clear that I'm a coward who needs booze. I always choose to confess when I'm not sober. When it's over, I can't remember if I did. This is what's here behind my drinking every time. This is my crime against myself and against her. Everything's a blur. The morning after being brave. Brave when drunk, coward when sober. When it's over, I don't remember what I said in my head. I'm brave, but only with drinks. Brave only when I'm drunk enough, calling my bluff. The next morning when I can't recall if I said it all or chickened out again. This is when I realize I'm using alcohol as my wall against being too vulnerable. This is terrible, cycle of drinking to confess. Then I guess what I said the night before. What's this for? If I can't remember anyway, every day I promise I'll say it's sober. But when I'm over at a place I need drinks, this is what it takes for me to be brave enough. One day I'll be brave sober, but until it's over, I'll keep drinking to confess. Then I guess what I said the night before. So I'll keep being brave when drunk, in this funk of cowardice when I'm sober. When it's over, I'll ask what I said again. This is when I realize I'm pathetic, sympathetic to myself, but still a coward.
Everybody free and ordered something randomly, finally free to gamble. This sample of the culture, no nurture, just pure chance. Was danced as my taste buds, was floods is understanding. This landing of perfection, no section of regret. I've met with my new favorite, was savored is this moment component of discovery, recovery of faith. Was taste is pure heaven, this laving of my soul. Was whole is this moment component of my journey, this turning into memory. First bite, discovery, life change. Rearrange my perspective. Objective was just eating, but meeting was destiny. First bite, discovery, perfect. What's worth it was the gamble, this sample of the culture, no nurture, just pure chance. What's danced is my taste buds, what's floods is understanding. This landing of perfection, no section of regret. I've met with my new favorite, was savored is this moment component of discovery, recovery of faith. What's taste is pure heaven, this leaving of my soul. What's whole is this experience. Every bite confirms it, this permit to obsession, this session of pure bliss. Was kissed is my palate, this ballad of the flavors. Was savored is perfection, no section of the doubt. Was shouted is my joy, deploying my full excitement. This enlightenment arrives, what thrives is understanding. This landing of the taste, was paced is my enjoyment. Deployment of my senses, no fences, just pure pleasure. What if I played safe? This taste would never happen. Was captured is the moment component of my journey. This turning into brave, was paved is my adventure. Was venture, was the order, this border of unknown. I've shown myself courage, the storage of the memory, finally free to taste. Was paste is perfection, no section of regret. I've met with destiny, finally free to savor. Finishing this plate slowly, this holy moment mine was kind as understanding. This landing of discovery, curvery of wonder. This thunder of the flavors was savored is perfection, no section of the doubt. Was shouted is my gratitude, this altitude of bliss. Was kissed is my journey, this turning into memory, finally free to taste. Was paste is my life changing, life changing, life changing, life changing. First bite, discovery, perfect. What's worth it was the gamble, this sample of the culture, no nurture, just pure chance. Was danced is my taste buds. Random order, no idea. One bite in new frontier. This is my discovery, recovery of wonder. First bite magic, but tragic. I must leave, believe I'll come back. What's tracked is this flavor.
Rockin' baggy jeans like it's 94. This is what I wore before I was even born, but feels right. This sight of oversized everything is back. On a snapback on my head like Biggie used to wear. I swear the 90s had the best style era. Whatever people say about fashion now, somehow nothing beats that golden age. This stage of hip-hop fashion was iconic. Can't knock it when you see how clean it looked. I'm hooked on bringing back the 90s vibe. Back to the 90s, retro soul, taking control of fashion like the golden era.
Back to the 90s, that's my style. All the while, modern fashion trying too hard. I'm scarred from skinny jeans and tight fits. 90s hits, different with the baggy flow. This show of retro fashion is my wave. I save the best looks from back in the day. In this way, I'm paying homage to the greats. Was fates determined that 90s would return? We learned that good style never really dies. Timberlands and starter jackets, these classics from the 90s still look fresh. I'm blessed to live in an era where retro's back. This track, a fashion cycling through decades. These crusades to bring back the best of the past will last forever because 90s was peak. This cheek, look of effortless cool style, profile of someone who appreciates history. This mystery of why fashion abandoned baggy makes me wanna bring it back stronger. What if the 90s never ended? We'd be mended from the trauma of tight jeans. These scenes of hip-hop fashion in its prime. This time period defined a generation. This nation of sneakerheads and baggy pants. These dance moves and comfortable clothes. Nobody knows how restrictive modern fashion is until this 90s revival shows them different, this significant shift back to comfort and style. Cross colors and call canal brands that fly under radar, hype beasts today, but in their day were the pinnacle of style. All the while I'm hunting vintage pieces down in this town. The people sleeping on the past. This contrast between then and now is stark. I'm marking my territory is 90s kid. What I did was study the era thoroughly. Back to the 90s, that's my style. All the while modern fashion trying too hard. I'm scarred from skinny jeans and tight fits. 90s hits, different with the baggy flow. This show of retro fashion is my wave. I save the best looks from back in the day. In this way, I'm paying homage to the greats. Was fates determined that 90s would return? Baggy jeans and snapback cap. 90s hip-hop bringing it back. This is my era of choice. My voice in fashion speaks through retro style. All the while people sleeping on the 90s wave. I save the best looks from golden age. This stage of fashion history is peak. I seek to bring it back authentically. Honestly, the 90s had it figured out. No doubt that retro fashion is superior.
Air Force One,
Air Force One on my feet today. Stayed up for 3 months, counted every bill. Walked into the store and got that familiar thrill. Lifted the lid and there they was so clean. Brightest pair of shoes I'd ever seen. Carried them home careful, didn't even flex. Sat them on the dresser right beside my cassette decks. Woke up in the morning, wore my best fit out. Laced them tight and hit the street without a doubt. Every hour was on the pavement. Every step felt like a statement. Crispy white beneath my ankles. Nothing broken, nothing jaded. Air Force One on my feet today. Walking like I own the whole block anyway. 90s confidence in every stride. White on white, nothing left to hide. Air Force One, first day out the box. Fresh like morning air, clean like brand new locks. Didn't need a crowd to cheer my name. These shoes alone put me in the game. Corner store, the boys all looked down first. Then the nods came slow like breaking thirst. You know the culture when the nod means more than words. Recognition in the language only heard. Walked the whole neighborhood twice that afternoon. Feet barely touching ground. Floating like a tune, didn't scuff them. Didn't drag my heel, just glided through the block on how good it feels. First mark on the soul hurt like a wound. Tried to wipe it off, but the damage was hewn. And I realized marks meant miles walk. Memories lived in battles talk. Every scuff a story, every crease a year. Every worn out edge meant I was here. So I wore them till the white turned into gray. But in my memory they still brand new today. They still making them the same way now. Shelves still full but they don't know how it felt to be a kid with just enough save. Walking out the store feeling brave. We wore them with the jeans, we wore them with the sweats. We wore them to the courts, taking all the bets. Those shoes were more than rubber, more than leather skin. They were the moment life was ready to begin. Air Force One on my feet today. Walking like I own the whole block anyway. 90s confidence in every stride. White on white, nothing left to hide. Air Force One, first day out the box. Fresh like morning air, clean like brand new locks. Didn't need a crowd to cheer my name. These shoes alone put me in the game.
still white in memory, still fresh in mind. Air Force One, Air Force One. That was the finest time.
Another invoice in the mail today. This way of modern parenting, but caring for their future. This nurture cost my dreams. It seems my own ambitions. These missions now postponed. I've owned this sacrifice. What's priced is my own comfort, but suffer for their growth. This oath I took as parent, it's apparent where priorities. These rarities have shifted, I've gifted them my future, no nurture of my dreams. Tuition, invoice, dreams deferred. What stirred is pure devotion, this notion of sacrifice. Tuition, invoice, endless, but this is what I chose. What's froze is my ambition. This mission now is theirs, I'll swear no regret showing. This knowing sacrifice. What's priced is my own future, but nurtured theirs instead. Instead of chasing dreams, it seems I'm funding theirs, but swear no regrets coming. This pummeling of invoices. What's priced is education, foundation of their future, no nurture of my own. Used to dream of things for me, but freed from that illusion. This fusion of my purpose, what's worth is their success. I'll bless every invoice, this choice made long ago. I know that this is right, tonight another bill. What's filled is my devotion, this notion of pure love. Push and shove through hardship, but the ship keeps sailing, not failing at what matters. What shatters is my budget. What if I chose myself instead? This dread of selfish thinking, but sinking is impossible. This possible world where I'll swear no regrets ever. Whatever sacrifices, what's priced is their future. No nurture of my dreams, it seems I'm okay with this. What's blessed is their success. I'll stress about the bills, but thrills of watching grow. I know this is my purpose. Time to check without hesitation, foundation of my choice. This voice of pure devotion, this notion of sacrifice. What's priced is education, foundation of their dreams. It seems mine are postponed, but own is this decision. No schism in my thinking, I'm linking their success to blessed sacrifice shown. I've known this all along, what's strong is my devotion. Tuition, invoice, endless, but this is what I chose. What's froze is my ambition. This mission now is theirs, I'll swear no regret showing. Bill arrives, dreams deferred. Kids' future, my dreams blurred. This is my sacrifice. What's priced is their future, no nurture of my dreams. It seems I'm okay in this way, loving parent. It's apparent where priorities. Tuition, invoice accepted. Yeah. The rock, beat, the rock, yeah. First date nerves, but I play it cool. Follow the unwritten dating rule. Make her comfortable, that's priority one. Show her that this could be fun. Ask questions, actually listen to answers. Not treating this like some romance enhancer for my ego or my status update. Real connection is what makes a great date. Pull out chairs, but not her independence. Show respect with subtle cadence. Pick a spot that's not too loud, where conversation can be proud of substance over small talk filler. This is what makes a date a thriller. It's all about the little things, the comfort that consideration brings. Dating etiquette the modern way, making sure she feels okay every step of this night out. Respect is what it's all about. Not too forward, not too shy. Reading signals, don't be that guy who misses cues and crosses lines. Dating right takes refined signs of awareness and of care. This is how you show you're there. Split the check or pay it all. Ask a preference, that's the call of a gentleman who understands equality, taking stands against outdated gender roles while still achieving dating goals of making someone feel special tonight. Getting this balance just right, walk her home, but read the room, don't assume, don't presume that anything's expected here. Consent is always crystal clear. This is dating done with class, not trying to move too fast. The art is in the details small. The way you make her feel through all these moments, these interactions. Dating's about connections, not transactions. Follow up, but don't be pushy. Text game smooth, not mushy. Had a great time, hope you did too. Simple, honest, nothing new to invent or fabricate. Real interest, communicates without games or playing. Hard to get, this is modern dating etiquette. Yeah, respect her time, respect her space. Let things develop at their pace. If she's interested, she'll show. If not, accept it, let it go. With grace and understanding clear. This is what we practice here. Dating etiquette the modern way. Making sure she feels okay every step of this night out. Respect is what it's all about. Not too forward, not too shy. Reading signals, don't be that guy who misses cues and crosses lines. Dating right takes refined signs of awareness and yeah. This is how you show you're there, yeah. Yeah. Not too much, not too little. Finding balance in the middle, yeah. This is how you date with class. Make the moment last. Dating etiquette, the art refined. Showing respect of every kind, yeah.
Yeah. 40-something, slower than I used to be. Used to run the court, now the court is running me. Started with the walking just to hit the goal. Didn't expect the walking to restore the soul. First week felt ridiculous, phone in hand, checking step count like I had a master plan. Neighbors saw me lapping around the park. Didn't say a word, just joined me in the dark. Two old men pretending it's for health, when really we were checking on ourselves. Week 2, week 3, the habit started sticking. Something in the rhythm got my memory clicking. 10,000 steps, 1 foot then another. 40-something man just trying to recover. Count them up, count them up. Fill the daily quota, fill the daily cup. 10,000 steps to feel like a human being. Walking through the life that I've been living but not seeing. Morning air and sore knees and the long slow road. 10,000 steps to put down half the load. 10,000 steps, and somewhere in the middle life stops being work and starts becoming simple. Doctor gave the order but the road gave more. 10,000 steps and I remember what I'm for. Third month in and something started shifting. Brain that used to cloud up started lifting. Not the dramatic kind, not overnight. Just a little clearer in the morning light. Start thinking about the kids and what they need. Start thinking about the years I spent in greed, chasing everything except the present tense. 10,000 steps started making sense. Past the school I went to 40 years ago. Smaller than I remember, time is slow. Old tree still there beside the iron gate. Stood here every morning running late. 10,000 steps, 1 foot then another. 40-something man just trying to recover. Count them up, count them up. Fill the daily quota, fill the daily cup. 10,000 steps to feel like a human being. Walking through the life that I've been living but not seeing. Morning air and sore knees and the long slow road. 10,000 steps to put down half the load. 10,000 steps, and somewhere in the middle life stops being work and starts becoming simple. Doctor gave the order but the road gave more. 10,000 steps and I remember what I'm for. They don't tell you in the health report or guide that the walking is for something deeper than inside. Not the heart rate and the calories and the sleep score. Walking is remembering what you wanted life for. 40 years of building, now I build a different way. 10,000 steps toward the man I wanna stay. 6 months now, the neighbor's still beside me. Different route today, let the morning guide me. We don't talk that much, but we don't need to. Companionship in silence, we both see through to the thing beneath the step count in the app. Somewhere in the walking found a way back. Back to bodies that remember how to feel. Back to mornings that remind us what is real. Phone buzzes, goal achieved, 10,000 done. But I keep walking anyway, just one more run. Because the counting was the door, not the destination. 10,000 steps became a whole new name. 10,000 steps to feel like a human being. Walking through the life that I've been living but not seeing. Morning air and sore knees and the long slow road. 10,000 steps to put down half the load. 10,000 steps, and somewhere in the middle life stops being work and starts becoming simple. Doctor gave the order but the road gave more. 10,000 steps and I remember what I'm for. Step 1, step 2, step 10,001. Walking past the finish line, because you're never done. 10,000 steps, 10,000 more. Walking toward the man, yeah, I was before.
the stationery store every week for new stickers. These were figures of my heroes, hip-hop artists I admire most. I post them on my backpack, my notebook, my bedroom wall. This hall of fame and sticker form was my identity. This tendency to collect and display show my allegiance. These achievements of finding rare stickers felt like winning lottery. Honestly, I spend all my allowance on these tiny pieces. This thesis of self-expression through sticker collection. This perfection of representing who I was through visual display. Every day I'd add another sticker to my growing collection. Every sticker told a story about what I was about, my identity in a decent form display. Sticker collection days define my style. All the while I was building my identity through what I chose to expose about my musical taste to the world around. I found myself through hip-hop stickers on my backpack worn. This was born from desire to show the world I was, just because I couldn't speak my truth in words back then. Again and again I let my stickers do the talking for me. Finally free to express myself through this visual language. The sandwich of identity between my backpack's fabric layers. Trading stickers with friends at school became currency. This urgency to collect them all drove me to spend everything. This offering of my lunch money for rare stickers was worth it. This permit I gave myself to prioritize hip-hop culture. The sculpture of my backpack became my masterpiece, showing how I've grown through sticker placement, strategic and intentional. This additional layer of meaning and how I arranged them, I contained them in patterns that made sense to my aesthetic. Synthetic identity formed through stickers I collected, reflected who I wish to become, not just who I was. Some stickers were holographic, special edition. This mission to obtain them all consume my free time. This climb to the top of sticker hierarchy at school by this rule of coolness defined by your collection's rarity. This clarity I had about what mattered most to me finally found its expression through hip-hop stickers. These pictures of my heroes reminded me daily to relay my passion for hip-hop through every action. This attraction to sticker culture seems silly looking back, but that pack of stickers meant the world to teenage me. My backpack was a walking billboard of my taste, no haste in placing each sticker I considered carefully. This fairly represented who I was through hip-hop artists shown. I've grown since those sticker collection days, but still I feel that same pride in my identity through hip-hop. This non-stop journey through self-discovery. Revive stickers, these pictures fade with time, but memories remain strong all along. I knew those stickers meant more than decoration. This education through hip-hop iconography was crucial to the musical understanding the culture I possess today. Sticker collection days define my style. All the while I was building my identity through what I chose to expose about my musical taste to the world around. I found myself through hip-hop stickers on my backpack burn. Stationery store after school, hip-hop stickers, that was cool. Those were the days of self-discovery through imagery of hip-hop culture on display, proudly saying loudly who I was through stickers on my bag. This was my swag before that word existed in vocabulary. This library of stickers defined my teenage identity. This was me learning to express myself through hip-hop symbols. These symbols of culture crashed together in my memory. This is my remedy for nostalgia sticker collection days forever.
Run up to the rim. Ding chain, ding chain, ding chain, run up. Ding chain, run up to the rim, run up to the.
Started with one, then it became two, then the wall ran out and the shelf came through. Bulls cap from the championship, still pristine. Raiders black and silver, most serious I've been. Fitted some snapback, most could adjust the size. Every morning different, depending on the vibes. Laid them flat or stacked them in a careful lean. Most curated corner that my room it seemed. Couldn't leave the house without the right one on. Had to match the outfit, had to set the tone. 20 minutes choosing, standing at the shelf. The cap collection knew me better than myself, yeah. Snapback collection, wall to wall. Every single cap a memory recall. This one from the summer, that one from the rain. That one from the night I never felt the same. Snapback collection, never threw it out. Every cap a chapter, I was sure about. Now he's on the shelf and every curve brim. Snapback collection, full up to the rim. Traded one with Marcus for the green and white. He got my starter, I got something right. Swap with Jenny for the purple strap. She didn't even want it, but I filled the gap. Every cap had origin, every cap had lore. Couldn't just pick any random cap from any store. Had to have a story, had to have a weight. The wrong cap on the wrong day was a different fate. Moved apartments, and I took them all. Wrapped each one in newspaper down the hall. New room, new shelf, same caps in order, same memories lined up across that border. People said throw some out, downsize, move on. I said these aren't hats, these are every song. Every summer, distilled into a brim. Every version of me, every passing whim. My nephew came and saw him on the wall. Eyes went wide like seeing something tall. Said, can I try one? I said, go ahead. He put on the Raiders black. I nearly went red because that was the cap I wore tonight. Everything changed tonight. The whole trajectory got rearranged. Watched him wear it easy. Younger, full of air. Handed it across and told him keep it there. Snapback collection, wall to wall. Every single cap a memory recall. This one from the summer, that one from the rain. That one from the night I never felt the same. Snapback collection, never threw one out. Every cap a chapter I was sure about. Now these on the shelf and every curved brim. Snapback collection, full up to the rim. What up to the rudder? What up to the rim, mother? Still got the shelf, still got the rub, still got the memory. Still got the memory. Rain. Still got the road. This is my way. This is my way.
Yeah, she posted a story 1 second ago. How do I know this so fast? You ask me why. I reply that I'm always checking just in case. At this pace, I'm gonna drive myself insane, but I can't refrain from refreshing the profile constantly. Honestly, this is pathetic, I'm aware, but I don't care. I need to see what she's doing. This pursuing of information about her life. Cause like a knife, when I see her with other guys, but I'm disguised and just a friend who likes a post. Stalking social media all day. This is my way. We're staying close to a life through this strife of unrequited feelings here. Social media, stalking diary. This is my primary source of info about her. What's occurred in her life today I need to know, so I follow. Every story, every post she makes, whatever it takes to feel connected to her world. Even though I'm hurled into friend zone territory, this is my story of loving Zoe from a distance, put persistence. I check her Instagram all day, this is my way of being close when I'm not there. Do I care that this is pathetic behavior? I savor every crumb of a life online. Calculate the perfect time to like, strike, or post at exactly the right moment. Not too soon, I'm going through the motions of feeling dazzled about it all, when in fact I fall apart if I don't see her post. I'm engrossed in every detail of a day, this is my way. I'm staying relevant in the mind, but I find that she probably doesn't notice my devotion's focus on her every move online. This is my sign that I need help, but I won't get it. I'm committed, bitter stalking root pain. Stalking social media all day. This is my way of staying close to a life through this strife of unrequited feelings here. Social media, stalking diary. This is my primary source of info about her. What's occurred in her life today I need to know, so I follow. Every story, every post she makes, whatever it takes to feel connected to her world. Even though I'm hurled in the friend zone territory, this is my story of loving someone from a distance with persistence. I check the Instagram all day, this is my way of being close when I'm not there. Do I care that this is pathetic behavior? I savor every trauma of a life online. I know this is unhealthy but wealthy, and information about her. This is my cure for missing up throughout the day. This is my way of feeling close to someone far. So I keep stalking the stories, these are my glories. Seeing what she's up to now, somehow just became my day and routine in between. Real life, I'm checking the page. At this stage, I'm addicted to a online presence. This is my way. This is my way.
Standing in the city, this gritty truth of leaving. Believing I'll return, I'll learn to come back. What's tracked is my attention, this mention of my vow. Somehow I'll make it, what's fake is nothing. Just something about knowing, the showing of my heart. I'll start with this promise. What's honest is my feeling, I'm reeling from goodbye. I'll try to come back, what's tracked is my devotion. This notion of return, I'll learn to make it happen. Promise to return. Somehow I'll make it back. What's tracked is my intention, this mention of my heart.
I promise to return, certain this curtain hasn't closed.
We're supposed to see you later, not greater than goodbye.
I'll try to come back.
What's tracked is my devotion, this notion of return, I'll learn to make it happen. What's captured is my promise, what's honest is my feeling. I'm reeling from the thought, what's caught is understanding. This landing isn't final, this title is just pause. What's caused is my emotion, walking through the streets. What's beats is my emotion, this notion of the promise. What's honest is my vow, somehow I'll return. I'll learn to save money, it's funny how I know. What showed is pure conviction, this friction disappears. What's clear is understanding, this landing isn't final. This title is just pause, what's caused is my devotion. This notion of return, I'll learn to come back here. What if promise breaks? What sakes is just a thought.
What's caught is understanding this landing of the vow.
Somehow I'll make it back. That's how I'll make it. What's faked is nothing, just something about knowing. The showing of my heart, I'll start with this intention. This mention of return, I'll learn to make it happen. What's captured is my promise, what's honest is my soul. What's whole is this conviction.
Last look at the city, this gritty truth of leaving.
Believing I'll return. What's tracked is my intention, this mention of my vow.
Somehow I know it's true, what's new is understanding.
This landing of the promise, what's honest is my feeling. I'm reeling from goodbye. I'll try to hold composure, this closer to the truth. This proof I'll be back.
Promise to return, certain this curtain hasn't closed.
We're supposed to see you later, not greater than goodbye.
I'll try to come back.
Last day,
silent
South day,
silent day. The city,
I'll be back somehow.
somehow this is my promise.
What's honest is my heart. Promise to return. Promise to return. I learned to make it happen. What's captured is my vow. Somehow I know it's true.
While they're posting every win on Instagram, I'm out here executing my plan. In silence, in the shadows, out of sight. Working through the day and through the night. No announcements, no declarations made. Just consistent work, foundations laid for success that's real, that's built to last. While they're chasing clout, I'm chasing past my limitations, pushing boundaries far. No need to post about my new car or my achievements, let them discover. When I'm so far ahead, they can't recover the gap I've created by just working quiet. While they're causing social media riot, I'm causing real change in my reality. That's my mentality. Success don't need a megaphone. Real winners work alone, in silence till they've already won. Quietly winning, that's my way. No need to post about my day. My wins speak for themselves in time. I'm focused on the climb, not the cameras, not the crowd. Success don't have to be loud. I'm winning quietly every single day. That's the only way to build something real and true. Let my work speak, nothing to prove. Quietly winning till I'm at the top. Then they'll see I never stop. Working while they were posting. They measure success by likes and follows. My success runs way more deep and hollow. All their victories all for show, but mine grow in substance and reality. In my bank account, while they worry about cloud amount, I'm worried about my actual worth. Been quiet since birth, about my moves, about my plans. I let my work speak, my hands do the talking through the things I create. While they debate on Twitter about who's the best, I'm passing every test that life throws at me silently. This is my victory. The loudest in the room is weakest. The quietest is the sleekest. Moving through life with purpose clear. You won't hear me coming near until I've already passed you by. That's how real winners fly. Under radar until we've won, then our work is done. Proving itself without a word. Haven't you heard that silence is golden? Talk is cheap, I'm playing for keeps. No flex Friday, no motivation Monday. Just work every single day, consistently, persistently moving forward. My success can't be measured or scored by social media metrics and validation. I got my own navigation system that guides me through. Don't need to tell you what I'm going, how I'm winning. Just know that I'm beginning to lap people who started before me. They can't ignore me much longer, but they won't see me coming until I'm running past them on this race to success. Quietly winning, nothing less. Quietly winning, that's my way. No need to post about my day. My wins speak for themselves in time. I'm focused on the climb, not the cameras, not the crowd. Success don't have to be loud. I'm winning quietly every single day. That's the only way to build something real and true. Let my work speak, nothing to prove. Quietly win until I'm at the top. Then they'll see I never stop. No post, no flex, just progress. Winning silently, no need to impress. This is how you really win in life. Cut through the hype like a knife, quietly winning like wait. Every day. That's the only way, the only way.
Yo. Yeah, yo. 20 years of dreaming. This trip, what's gripped is my imagination. Foundation of bucket list. I've missed so many chances. These dances with excuses. What's loose is my commitment. The shipment of delays, but stays on top of list. I've kissed goodbye to doubt. What's shouted is my vow. Somehow I'll get there. I'll swear upon my life. No strife will stop this mission. This vision of Old Trafford. What's scored is pilgrimage. This bridge to my identity. Old Trafford, or die, my pilgrimage. This bridge to understanding, demanding I completed Old Trafford, or die. Bucket list, I've kissed goodbye to excuses. What's loose is my commitment. This shipment of determination, foundation of my dream. It seems impossible sometimes, but crimes against my faith, I'll wait however long. All along I've been planning this, standing on that ground. I found my holy grail, what's failed is execution, but pollution of excuses. What's loose is my resolve. I'll solve its mystery. Finally free to go. Imagining walking up the stadium awaiting, debating when the book. I look at fights again, but when becomes the question? This lesson in patience, foundation of my dream. It seems so close yet far. This scar of not achieving, but grieving is an option. This adoption of the plan. I'll stand on hallowed ground. I found my destination, foundation of identity. Finally free to dream. What if I never make it? This naked truth to painful, but grateful for the dream. It seems to keep me going. This flowing of devotion, this notion of pilgrimage. What damages my timeline, but crime is giving up. I've cupped this dream so long. All along it sustained me. They'll pain me if I fail, but trail toward Old Trafford. What's scored is my intention. No mention of defeat. Standing in my red jersey, this mercy of imagination, foundation of my hope. I'll cope through visualization, station of my dreams. It seems so real already, but ready isn't here. I'll clear my schedule someday, this wayward path to glory. This story of pilgrimage, what's privilege is the dream. I'll beam with anticipation, foundation of my faith. I'll wait however long, all along. Old Trafford calls. Old Trafford, or die. Bucket list, I've kissed goodbye to excuses. What's loose is my commitment. This shipment of determination, foundation of my dream. 20 years dreaming, one destination. Creator of dreams, my salvation. This is my pilgrimage, bridge to understanding. Standing on the edge, was pledges my commitment. Shipment of devotion. This notion of Old Trafford, what's scored is my bucket list. I've kissed the dream alive, I'll thrive on this mission. Old Trafford, or die. I'll try till my last breath. Yeah. That was. Woke up on a Saturday, no plans, no pressure. Grabbed the biggest hoodie off the floor like buried treasure. Faded gray and worn out, strings pulled through the front. Didn't need a mirror, didn't need the front. Mom said tuck it in, I said nah, I'm good. Walked out the door and on the whole neighborhood. Hands deep in the pocket, head down in the wind. This oversized world was where I could begin. Nobody told me what to wear, nobody told me how to stand. Just me and that one hoodie, floating free across the land. Oversized and unbothered, hood up, eyes forward, never stopping. 90s, that was my shelter. Baggy threads and freedom dropping. Didn't need to impress you, didn't need your validation. Just this hoodie on my shoulders, that was my whole generation. Wore it to the corner store, wore it on the bus. Wore it when the world got loud and everything was too much. Sleeves past my wrist, the hem below my waist. Living in slow motion, never had to race. Friends all rockin' similar, different colors, same cut. Denim jacket over top when the weather shut. This wasn't just fashion, this was how we spoke. A language made of cotton, every thread a note, Years went by and trends moved fast, but nothing ever seemed to last. Like that hoodie in the back still hanging, on the hook, on the nail still banging. I put it on and I was back again, 17 and free and high on Zen. No social feed to scroll through, no one watching close. Just a hoodie in the street I love the most. Now they selling it for hundreds, calling it vintage rare. What we wore to stay invisible, they put in galleries there. Funny how the world turns, funny how it spins. What was just survival now is trend that never ends. But I remember putting it on before anyone cared, before the cameras found it, before the whole world stared. It wasn't about fashion, wasn't about a look, it was about the freedom that no one can take. Oversized and unbothered, hood up, eyes forward, never stopping. 90s, that was my shelter. Baggy threads and freedom dropping. Didn't need to impress you, didn't need your validation. Just this hoodie on my shoulders, that was my whole generation. Hood still up, we're still out. We're still out, hood still up, we're still out. But inside it's cotton, I'm still proud. Forever.
Yeah. Phone buzzes with a name I know. They show a past connection. No section of our lives what's thrived is pure distance. This instant of nostalgia, but failure to maintain. What's strained is our friendship. This grip on past releasing, but pleasing to remember. December nights are dreaming, it's seeming like forever. Whatever happened to us, this fuss of daily living, but giving way to distance. This instant brings me back.
Old friends text, memories flood.
What's good is pure nostalgia,
but failure to connect.
Old friends text, rare occurrence. This clearance in the past. At last we're reconnecting. Protecting is the distance. This instant of nostalgia, but failure to maintain. What's strained is our friendship. This grip on past releasing, but pleasing to remember. December nights are dreaming, it's seeming like forever. Whatever happened to us, this fuss of daily living, but giving way to distance. This instant brings me back. Used to talk about our dreams, it seems we both changed, rearranged our priorities. These stories now diverge, what's merged is pure nostalgia, but failure to connect. I check my expectations, these stations of our lives. What's thrived is pure distance. This instant reminder of kinder times together. Whatever happened to us, this fuss of growing older, but colder is reality. What if we stay connected, perfected all the friendship, but the ship has sailed. What's failed is maintenance. This distance grew between, I've seen this countless times. These rhymes of old connection, no section of our lives. What's thrived is pure nostalgia, but failure to maintain. What's strained is our friendship. This grip on past releasing. Reply with casual greeting. This meeting never happens. What's captured is nostalgia, but failure to commit. I quit trying to maintain. What's strained is our friendship. This grip on past releasing.
this clearance in the past.
At last we're reconnecting.
But expecting is the distance.
This instant of nostalgia.
Message. Notification ain't from past. Used to dream, time moves fast. This is our reality. Finally free to accept. I've wrecked our connection. No section of our lives.
What's right is your distance.
Old friends text reminder. Old friends text reminder. Post a photo, watch lights rolling, rolling, rolling. Post a photo, watch lights rolling, rolling. Yeah. Post a photo, watch likes rolling, but deep within, I'm lonely as can be. Can't they see that all this validation's fake for my sake? I smile for the camera bright, but at night, I'm cried in my room alone on my phone, scrolling through lives that seem like a dream compared to my reality. Honestly, I'm lonelier than ever before. What's this for? If likes don't fill the void, I'm destroyed by the social media age. Like first is real connection. This is my reflection on the loneliness inside. Trying to hide, but how the perfect feed. 1,000 likes, but I'm alone, staring at my phone, looking for connection real. But I feel more isolated than before. What's this for? If validation just cumbers, this encumbers my ability to connect. We're a relationship for likes through the nights. I scroll and feel more alone on my phone, creating perfect life online. But I'm dying inside from loneliness, shit. Crystal clear, and social media's a lie. Everyone looks happy on his feed, what I've seen of how they kirking at a show, and I know and where I'm lonely together through whatever fake lives we portray online. But I'm dying to have real conversation. The sensation of loneliness and crowded wounds just consumes my generation. Parts falling apart from lack of real connection. This rejection of that for surface validation. This sensation of being alone together. Put the phone down, look around. What I found is that real connection where nobody cares about anything but likes through the nights. We scroll alone together. 1,000 likes, but I'm alone, staring at my phone, looking for connection real. But I feel more isolated than before. What's this for? If validation's just cumbers, this encumbers my ability to connect. We're a relationship for likes through the nights. I scroll and feel more alone on my phone, create a perfect life online. But I'm dying inside from loneliness, shit. Crystal clear, that social media is a lie. So I keep posting perfect pics, getting my fix of validation that's not real. But I feel more alone with every like through the night. I scroll and search for something true, but I knew that I would find it on my phone. Post a photo, watch likes rolling, rolling, rolling. Post a photo, watch likes rolling, 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 rolling.
New semester bring excitement, but frightened by the workload. This road of education, foundation of my stress. I'm blessed with opportunity, finally free to learn, but burned by anxiety, this piety or coffee. Honestly surviving, I'm thriving just on caffeine. The scene every semester, but whether it's my panic, this frantic preparation, foundation of my spring. What's bringing is the stress. New semester, coffee saves us paved as my survival, no rival to caffeine. New semester
Starting out, somehow coffee keeps me going, not knowing how I'll cope, but hope springs eternal. Infernal is the workload.
This road of education, foundation of my stress. I'm blessed with coffee daily, not mainly grand solutions, just fusion and caffeine. I've seen this every spring. What's bringing is anxiety, finally free to cope, but hope mixed with the fear. New semester, but between excitement and the panic, this frantic state of being, I'm seeing through caffeine. New semester, but weather is my worry, this hurry preparation. Foundation of my spring, what's bringing is the stress. I'm blessed with coffee daily, not mainly grand solutions, just fusion and survival, no rival to caffeine. This scene keeping me going, what if coffee disappeared? It's clear my coping method, what's threaded is anxiety. Finally free to panic, but frantic state is normal. This formal education, foundation of my stress. I'm blessed with coffee saving, not paving easy pathways, just always getting through. What's new is nothing really, but really coffee helps. New semester, new semester, new semester, new semester, new semester. Surviving new semester, this weather state of panic, but frantic is the norm. What's formed is pure reliance, the science of caffeine. I've seen this every spring, what's bringing is the stress. I'm blessed with coffee daily, not mainly grand solutions, just fusion and survival, no rival to caffeine. New semester. Starting out, somehow coffee keeps me going, not knowing how I'll cope, but hope springs eternal. New semester. Starting out, somehow coffee keeps me going, not knowing how I'll cope, but hope springs eternal. New semester, spring semester, nerves and hope, coffee fueled, learning to cope. This is my reality. Finally free to panic, a frantic state is normal. New semester stress, blessed. What's blessed is coffee saving, David. New semester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May's in the spring is fading. It's trading of the seasons. No reasons to feel sad, but mad is my emotion. This notion of goodbye, I try one last iced coffee. Honestly, spring's over. This closure, bittersweet. What's beat is my resistance. This distance from the warmth. What's formed is preparation, foundation of goodbye. I try to save a last. What's past is spring completely. So sweetly it arrived, but thrive too quickly gone. Last order, spring's finale. This valley of emotion, this notion of goodbye. Yeah, last order of the spring. What's springing is the end. I'll spend this moment wisely, precisely understanding. Yeah, this landing into summer, bummer is goodbye. I'll try one last iced coffee. Honestly, spring's over. This closure, bittersweet. What's beat is my resistance. This distance from the warmth was formed is preparation, foundation of goodbye. I'll try to save a last. What's past is spring completely. Yeah, sipping last spring coffee slowly. This holy moment mine was kind of bittersweet. This be the season's ending, I'm sending my regards. What's scarred is my emotion. This notion of goodbye, I try to hold on longer, but stronger is the pull. What's full is my emotion. This notion spring is done, what's won is memory. Finally, free to grieve. What if spring never ended? This tender garden always but stays a temporary. This very truth is bitter. What's sweeter is the memory. Finally, free to grieve. I leave spring with grace. This place of understanding. This landing in the summer. But bummer is goodbye. Yeah. I'll try one last iced coffee. Honestly, spring's over. Final sip of spring complete. What's beat is my resistance. This distance from the warmth. What's formed is acceptance. Yeah, no pretense, just goodbye. I'll try to remember. December seems so far, but scars spring ended. I'm sending my farewell. What's well is understanding. This landing into some last order of the spring. What's bringing is the end. I'll spend this moment wisely, precisely understanding. This landing into summer. Spring ending, May's last days. Ice Americano, bittersweet phase. This is my farewell. What's well is understanding. Yeah, last order of the spring. What's bringing is goodbye. I'll try to remember.
like this. Woman like this. Woman like this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wait before the sun on weekend. Descending on my service, no nervous, just devotion. This notion of providing, I'm hiding my exhaustion, this offering of breakfast. What's fast is my commitment, this shipment of my love. Pushing, shove through tired, but wired is my spirit, can't hear it, but I'm working this lurking act of service, no nervous, just pure love. Pushing, shove through weekend, but ending is an option. Weekend morning solo, quiet, devotion. This notion up your service, no nervous, just pure love.
Weekend morning solo, rising, surprising is my energy. Finally free to serve 'em.
Woman like
This hurting breakfast, cooking. I'm looking at their peace, release from my own needs.
What's seated is devotion, this notion of pure love. Pushing, shove through tired, but wired is my spirit, can't hear it, but I'm working this lurking act of service, no nervous, just commitment, this shipment of my love. Kitchen sounds of breakfast making, this taking of my energy, finally free to give what's lived, to sacrifice what's price is my own rest, but blessed is the comfort, this suffer through my tired, but wired is devotion. This notion of your service, no nervous, just commitment, this shipment of my love. Push and shove the weekend, but ending is an option, this adoption of my role.
What if I stayed sleeping? This keeping of my rest would test their understanding, but landing in resentment. This send me into service, no nervous, just devotion. This notion of pure love, push and shove through tired, but wired is my spirit, can't hear it, but I'm working this lurking act of service, no nervous, just pure love.
Breakfast ready, family waking. This taking of my service, no nervous, just devotion. This notion they don't see, but free from expectations. These stations of my love, push and shove through tired, but wired is my spirit, can't hear it, but I'm working this lurking act of service, no nervous, just pure love.
Push and shove through weekend, weekend morning solo, rising, surprising is my energy. Finally free to serve 'em.
Woman like
This hurting breakfast, cooking. I'm looking at their peace.
first one up, quiet house, making breakfast, no sound out.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
No sound out.
oh yeah, oh yeah,
This is my devotion.
oh yeah.
This notion of your service, no nervous, just commitment, this shipment of my love. Woman like this.
Weekend morning solo. Oh yeah, this oh so quiet service. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Every morning on the subway to school or work, I'd smirk at people reading newspapers or just zoning out. I had my route to happiness through my Walkman and my favorite disc. These risks I take trying not to skip while the train jerked around. I found my peace in those commute times every day. This way of disconnecting from the chaos of the crowd. Not too loud, but loud enough to drown out everything else. This helps me start and end each day on the right note. This quote, unquote therapy through hip-hop in my ears. Through the years, this habit became crucial to my mental health. Subway soundtrack every day, this is how I play my life like a movie scene unfolding. Walkman commute was my time alone, with hip-hop as my chaperone. Through crowded subway cars I ride with my guide, the beats and rhymes accompanying me, setting free my mind from daily stress and grind. I'd find peace in that cold time every day. This was my way of staying sane through the chaos. This was the source of my stability through teenage years. Crystal clear, that Walkman commune saved my mental state. Never late to my appointment with hip-hop. Every morning, yeah, watching scenery pass by the window while beats play. This made my commute something to look forward to each day. This way of framing travel time as me time was crucial. This musical accompaniment to my journey made it special. Not resentful of the time spent traveling anymore. This door opened to my fullest before I knew what that meant. Time well spent staring out windows while hip-hop soundtracked my thoughts. I caught glimpses of beauty in mundane commute scenes by any means. This practice of daily Walkman commute shaped me, setting free my creative mind to wander and explore. That anti-skip protection never really worked as a jerk. Around the CD would skip anyway, but that's okay. It added character to the listening experience. This brilliance of imperfect technology made it more human. This union between me and my music player was sacred. Never naked without my Walkman or commute days. These were ways I defined my identity through what I chose to expose myself to on those daily subway rides, where passion resides in the small moments between destinations. Yeah. Had different playlists for morning versus evening rides. These guys through my emotional landscape of the day. This way of curating my mood through who music was essential. This potential of hip-hop to change my entire perspective of gender shifted based on what I chose to listen to. This grew into a lifelong practice of intentional music selection. This protection against negativity through positive hip-hop vibes describes my entire philosophy about music's power. Every hour spent with my Walkman was an hour invested in manifested peace of mind through curated soundtrack. Yeah. Walkman commute was my time alone, with hip-hop as my chaperone. Through crowded subway cars I ride with my guide, and beats and rhymes accompanying me, setting free my mind from daily stress and grind. I'd find peace in that commute time every day. Subway rides with CD player, hip-hop my time saver. Those were the days of Walkman commutes, finding roots of who I am through music. On the train again and again, I return to those memories in my mind. I find that those Walkman commute days were crucial to the musical foundation of who I became in life. Cut like a knife through time, those memories stay sharp and clear. I hear those same songs now and now I'm back on the train once again. Walkman commute days, forever in my heart. Store is different, sign is new, but the telephone pole still leans the way it used to. Remember standing here waiting for your call, back when a missed connection felt like a fall. We were young and dumb and burning at the edges, making promises on these very ledges. Your house is third one down, curtains changed. Something feel familiar, something rearranged. I shouldn't be here walking this block alone, but the heart has rose, the mind can never own. Step by step, the memories come alive. Ghost of who I was at 25. Can't go back, can't stay away. Some streets live inside you every day. Walk the line between the past and what I left behind. Walking through your old street in the evening light. Every lamppost telling stories from a different night. We were something here, we were real and raw. Now I'm just a stranger that these sidewalks saw. Walking through your old street, can't explain the pull. Something in these cobblestones that makes me whole. Don't know if it's healing, don't know if it's pain, but I'm walking through your old street in the rain. But I'm walking through your old street in the rain. Past the bench beside the little playground wall, you had a red umbrella, I remember all. We sat there laughing till the sun went down. Best evening I remember in this town. Playground's newer now, the bench replaced, but the shadow of that moment hasn't been erased. I can almost hear your laugh cut through the night, almost see your silhouette beneath the light. But almost isn't real and real is gone, so I breathe it in and keep on moving on. This street don't belong to me no more, but I had to walk it once more. Just once go back, can't stay away. Some streets live inside you every day. Walk the line between the past and what I left behind. Walking through your old street in the evening light. Every lamppost telling stories from a different night. We were something here, we were real and raw. Now I'm just a stranger that these sidewalks saw. Walking through your old street, can't explain the pull. Something in these cobblestones that makes me whole. Don't know if it's healing, don't know if it's pain, but I'm walking through your old street in the rain. But I'm walking through your old street in the rain. They say you shouldn't live inside the what ifs, but every now and then the street just gives a chance to honor something that was true. I'm not looking for you, just looking through the version of myself I left somewhere on this road, picking up the pieces of an old and gentle code. Made it to the end of the block, turned around, stood there one last second with my feet on the ground. Say goodbye to nothing, say goodbye to air, to the version of us that used to breathe right there. Started walking back the way that I come, heart a little lighter, mind a little numb. Not erased, not healed, not broken either way, just a man who walked a memory today. Walking through your old street in the evening light. Every lamppost telling stories from a different night. We were something here, we were real and raw. Now I'm just a stranger that these sidewalks saw. Walking through your old street, can't explain the pull. Something in these cobblestones that makes me whole. Don't know if it's healing, don't know if it's pain, but I'm walking through your old street in the rain. Old street, old light, old name on my tongue, old name on my tongue. Walking through the places where we used to be young, leaving it here, leaving it now. Old street goodbye, I remember how Yeah, yeah, yeah. Long day. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Long day finally ended now. Somehow coffee's all I need. Was free to small comfort, to suffer through exhaustion. A portion of relief was brief as this moment. Component of survival, no rival to this warmth. Was formed in small healing. Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling slightly better. This weather state of mind, I find some peace in coffee. Honestly, small comforts. Yeah. What's sturdy is this ritual, habitual but needed. I've seated peace within. Warm sip of comfort, saving grace. This place of small relief.
Was brief but so needed.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Warm sip of comfort daily. This mainly what I need. What's free to small relief. What's brief but so precious. This blessed moment mine. What's kind as coffee's warm. What's formed is small healing. I'm feeling slightly better. This weather state of mind. I find some peace and warmth. What's formed is small comfort. The suffer day behind. I find relief in coffee. Honestly, small moments, components of survival. One sip and world feels lighter. This fighter spirit returns. What's burned is exhaustion. This portion washed away, I stay here with my coffee. Honestly, small comforts. What's sturdy is this ritual, habitual but sacred. Naked truth about needing this feeding of my soul. What's whole is this moment, component of survival. No rival to this warmth. What if coffee disappeared? This clear my small comfort. What suffer will be greater. No weight on my healing. I'm feeling slightly better. Yeah, yeah, this weather state of mind. I'll find some peace in warmth. What's formed is small relief. What's brief but so precious. This blessed moment mine. What's kind is coffee's warm. What's formed is small healing. Yeah, finishing my cup of comfort. This suffer day behind. I find tomorrow's strength. The length I'm feeling better. This weather state of mind. I find some peace in warmth. What's formed is small healing. I'm feeling slightly better. This weather state of mind. I find relief in coffee. Honestly, small moments, components of survival. Warm sip of comfort daily. It's mainly what I need. What's free, this small relief. What's brief, but so precious. This blessed moment mine. Exhausted day. Coffee saves one warm sip. Strength it gave. This is my small comfort. It's suffer day behind. I find relief in coffee. Warm sip of comfort. What's formed is small healing.
We'll survive. We'll survive. We'll survive. We'll survive. We'll survive. We'll survive.
Summer heat, I can handle solo. This so no feeling absent. What's latent isn't spring, this bringing of emotions. These notions I'm rejecting, protecting my own heart. I'll start by admitting truth. This proof of spring's cruelty. Finally free to say in this way spring's the worst. What's cursed is this season. No reason to enjoy these straw by isolation. Foundation of my spring. What's bringing endless days, these stays in pure torture.
Why is spring so long? Cool season.
This reason I'm questioning. Glistening is my pain.
Why is spring so long? Endless.
This reckless torture showing, not knowing when it ends. These bends of my composure, this closer to the edge. I'll pledge to survive spring.
what's bringing endless days these days and pure torture, no nurture. My spirit can't hear it, but I'm dying this, trying to get through. What's new is nothing really, but really spring's the worst. What's cursed is the season, no reason to enjoy. Winter cold, I embrace alone. This shown preference clearly, but really spring's the worst. What's cursed is the season, no age until we join. Foundation of my pain remain, counting the days these days in pure torture, no nurture. My spirit can't hear it, but I'm dying this, trying to survive. What's throbbed is my resentment, this sent by cruel season. No reason, spring so long, all along I've been suffering.
What if spring was shorter, this torture would diminish, but finish him so far. This scar, spring season, no reason to enjoy.
Destroyed by isolation, foundation of my pain remain, counting the days these days feel eternal. Infernal is a spring, what's bringing endless torture, no quarter from the pain remain. Suffering daily, but mainly just surviving. Every day feels like eternity, finally free to say in this way, spring's the worst. What's cursed is the season, no reason to enjoy. Destroyed by isolation, foundation of my pain remain, counting the days these days in pure torture, no nurture. My spirit can't hear it, but I'm dying just trying to survive spring.
Why is spring so endless?
This reckless torture showing, not knowing when it ends. These bends of my composure, this closer to the edge.
Summer's fine, winter's okay. Spring alone feels like forever stay. This is my cruel season, no reason. Spring so long, all along I've been suffering. Why is spring so long?
This song of my complaint.